Right, morning, back to Body Shop. Right, we've got this Falcon in, what year, I can't remember what year it was now. 62 Falcon of Dan Ward's, a friend of ours. It's just come in, so you can see what it looks like now. But Dan's not had it too long, but obviously you can see there's some rust coming through there, look, all along the bottom. It's got a bit of, look, it's just like fiberglassed up in there, not good. The roof as well is the same. You can see that it's just got filler in the roof. So what we're actually going to do to the old girl is strip the roof, bare metal the roof back, and then obviously we're going to have to cut the sections out which needs to be cut and fabricate some new panels in, weld all them in. He's got a leak around the front windscreen, which you can see it's over that side over there, but I think when we take the headlining down we're going to see the problems we've got in there. You can see it's all been leaking along the dash. Then obviously when we've done that, I think then we need to sort of look into the bodywork, because it looks like she's ready to sort of blow herself to bits, to be fair. But Dan's quite a good guy, he understands it all. Lovely little car. Yeah, tows his little caravan with it. Yeah, it's cool. But say, just needs to get around it and sort it out. As you see, they've filled all this up with sealer. It's obviously still leaking pretty bad. The whole roof, if I get a bit closer, you'll be able to see. You can see the rust bubbles up in the roof all the way along. And it looks like, you know, it's been sort of, I think we're going to have to take the, obviously we take the trim off, then we might make a panel from that little flat. When we cut this section out here, we make a panel from the flat up over the little ridge up, and probably come in sort of 50-60 mil maybe, whatever we need. Actually I'll show you later anyway, because I'll do another one later on when I get it over, and I'm going to start bare metal it this morning. This side probably no better. All the wheel arch has been sort of clagged up a bit. So I think what he's on about doing then is going for like a pearl white roof, down to the same all the way round. I think we put some new window rubbers in it, and then he's on about having someone do some sort of like funky pinstriping, panel work and all that sort of stuff on the roof. So, but I think we need to get all this rust out of the thing first, because she ain't going to be around too much longer if we left it as it is, I don't think. So right, so that's like the first go round it. As you say, we'll keep you on this one. We're going to go right the way through with this one, so we'll go from this one right the way through to it bare metaled, the repairs and everything as we go along. Thanks to Danny, don't mind us sort of putting it on the YouTube. So if you like it, give us the thumbs up or subscribe, all that sort of stuff you have to do. So yeah, right, we'll see you in a bit. So as you can see, yesterday I actually bare metaled all the roof off. It ain't that nice, I'm afraid. You'll see when we get a little bit closer. It's obviously rotted out sort of all the way around. It's just been filled with fiberglass over the years. I'll come around and see a little bit more. So what I'm going to do this morning, because I've bare metaled it, I'm just going to put a sealer over it, so it keeps it all nice and fresh. As you can see, it's pretty pouring next all the way around. So what we're going to have to do is, if I show you in there, we're going to cut it back from here hopefully, and I'll make that new section up with that little ridge in up and probably come to about here. So we'll panel it probably that sort of distance, probably all the way through. It probably is going to be nearly all the way down as well, to be fair, to be fair. So yeah, it had chrome trim on it, so I took the chrome trim off, took the window surround out. It is leaking through the window, so that's something we've got to look at as well at some point. But for now, we're just going to sort of concentrate on the roof. She's had a few repairs, bless her, over the years, a few dents, but nothing we can get in there and hammer all that out and get it looking good. But we need to get rid of the rust first, and as you can see, look, knee good. Right, so I'm going to just chuck a bit on, and then I'll show you what it looks like. So as you can see, we use the Novel product on all our classic restoration stuff. Little hint there, Novel. Well, you can see it looks worse now, obviously. All the little peppered holes in it. Split through there, look. All the way along. Looks like someone's been shooting out with a shotgun. So now we put that on, that product on now. So at least when we start cutting the metal away, you know, just say it's not ever going to go outside, but if it did go outside or there was a little bit of moisture in the air, it's not going to, you know, chew itself into the metalwork now. So we're quite safe now, which is the best way to do it. So we'll let that go off for a bit. Still a little bit wet, as you can see. Only just done it. And then what we're going to do then is obviously see if we can make these little panels up, which I'll do a little video of that, and then see how we get on. But I'm going to keep you, this one's going to go right the way through from start to finish. As I said earlier, little Danny Ward, who's got it, who owns it, don't mind us sort of chucking it on Facebook and YouTube and all that. So yeah, it's been a lovely little car it's all done. So right, I'll catch up with you soon. So what we found, we took the rear windows out, and things are not absolutely how we thought they were going to be, truthfully. So I'm just showing you what's happened here. That is obviously that bad and rotten under there. What someone's done, which you can see, look, it's sealed all the way along that gap, which that shouldn't be there anyway, so that should be returned in, and then the window finishes there. So they filled all the way along the top of that window as well, and down in this trim here, which should all have nice gaps in it, which is a shame really. So that's sort of where we're at. I'm just sort of going to show you a little bit what we've done so far, but say that's what we've got to deal with. We've got to get all this off, get that back to some good metal in now, cut it right out and make a new gutter up. And last time, I think on the last video, I cut the sides out, and then we've obviously fabricated the panels up. So we've got the panels now just tacked in on this side, made a new gutter rail up. Or what I wanted to show you, well, this is what we got to deal with. This is what it was like on the other side. So as you can see, that. So what I've done on the other side, we've cut this section out as well from inside and renewed all this, because this look no good. So all that was renewed on the other side, cut right through. So I've just got to repeat it now on this side. And then what we do then, we concentrate on the corners. I'll show you when we get to them how we're going to get them corners round, how we can shrink and stretch these corners in and get it looking half decent. A lot of work in it. It's quite a rotten old girl in the roof wise, so she's not obviously come from a dry state car. I definitely thought she's had some rain chucked in her over the years.
What are you doing there then, Mickey?
Right, I'm just going to punch some holes through this. This is a gutter section we've made, so I'm going to punch some holes through, and I'll open it up with the cone cutter just to make it a little bit bigger. And then this section here, I'll show you.
So you've made that from a flat bit of sheet?
Yeah, folded it
awesome.
into shape. And then that'll make the new gutter section. But the holes ain't really big enough or man enough, so I'll open them up a little bit more in a minute.
Yeah.
And then we'll just plug that along there, make another section in there, and then I can make the roof section to match the fill.
So the roof will curl down from here into the gutter section?
Yeah, as in the other side. And then when that, I'll roll that over and put a fold, and then I can, let's see it to join up properly. And then I'll spot weld this section into that.
Into that, and then seal it.
And then it will be sealed up.
And then this was all rotted out and you replaced all this?
That's sort of a good bit that we've took out.
Oh right, oh yeah.
I think over the years it's just probably been sat somewhere in a wet state of America. Yeah. Leaked, sat in the gutter, and then obviously rotted the gutter out, gone on through, and then... And Andy was telling me that this car is going to be in a film or something. No, this is in Raiders of the Lost Ark, this car.
The new one?
The new one coming out, yeah. I think it's a different colour. I think they apply like some coating to it, so it changes the colour of the car. Yeah. And then it had a roof rack on it. Oh, and right. Then I think it's got like a TV. I think it's like a TV crew. It looks like using it.
Oh, cool. This is a really cool car to do then.
Yeah, so it's quite a nice bit of car to do, really. Yeah.
Wicked.
And then I think what they do when they put the the colour over it, then I think it's like they steam it off with a detergent and it just goes back to original paint.
That's cool,
isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you're doing a wicked job with
these. We've got to cut all these out, yeah. I thought I'd do the straight ones first, and then we cut these out. And
that's a massive job then.
it's a big job, yeah. But it's been leaking for years, and Dan, the guy who owns it, obviously he wants to do like a bit of fancy custom paint job on it.
Oh, cool. What, on the roof or the whole car?
Just on the roof. We're going to paint the roof in a pearlescent white.
Nice.
And I think it's going to a guy then who does a lot of panel work and fish scaling and all that type of stuff.
Like silking and whatnot.
Yeah, and like lacing work.
Lace, that's it, yeah. And you've repaired this side?
Yeah, we're nearly through to that side.
So this side's looking really nice and true, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I saw this before and it was really rotten, wasn't it? It was awful. So what do you do with the rest of this now?
Just keep carry on spotting through, just to join it up. Because obviously, if not, we're just going to get a load of distortion for it.
Yeah.
I can't get in there with a spot, which I would have actually spot welded it from the back, but I can't get in because it's obviously in a panel. So I'll just continue these up, but just sort of like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, leave it, do the other side, come back to it, so we don't get a lot of heat in it.
Wicked. Oh, that's cool. Awesome. One last question, how's your motorbike getting on?
Not too bad actually. So as you can see, done the other side, got this panel sort of made up and put in for now. Just running along this side, made the new gutters up. So that's all sort of done. We've got to go around the screen, but I think we're going to leave that until I pop the screen out. When the screen's out, I can then just finish this little section here. But this is where we're at the moment. So we've got this bit around the corner here. On the corners, so I'm going to make them separate, so I'm going to keep it easier to make that section and then make the corner sections up when we get to that. So this is what we got to deal with, so obviously cut that out. As you can see, not good. This is what's been in it, so I would imagine this old girl's been sat somewhere in America in a wet state, and it's obviously rotted all through, all the way through, look, you can see. It's just rotted through the gutters and obviously rotted into that. So what we got to do is clean all this up. I'll do what I've done along there. We take the gutter section off, which comes off from there. Clean all this. Obviously fill the holes, and we oxidise the rust with some treatment, and then I'll make some new panels and get them in, which will be that one. And then all I've got left then is the 2 corner panels and a little bit on the front. So we are actually getting there. It's not too bad at all. If you look through, we've got a little bit of fettling to do on both sides. And then, yeah, so we're not too far away now. We've had to do this inside one on this side as well. There's a little bit here I just noticed. I didn't notice that the other day, so we've got to do that as well. But yeah, at least we're getting there anyway. Right, I'll leave it for now, and I'll show you a little bit later on when we've got it all dug out. Bye for now. Right, the Falcon roof's about ready now, finished. All the metal work's done. It's going to be over to Nick now to work the magic on the filler work. So we've put all new gutters in. We've had to do a lot inside, make some new window surrounds. There's the new one across the back window, that one absolutely rotted out as well, so we've replaced all that. So we're really sort of probably ready now to go with filler work. We had some rust down this quarter panel, which don't look very nice, but over the years I think what somebody had done is add one sort of over the top, so we've just cut through and filled it up where the rust was blowing through. We've had to put a couple of little panels down the side. That's about it really. So we're about ready now to go with the filler work, so next time you see it, it should be all filled and looking a little bit prettier than it is. One thing we must keep saying, because we haven't been saying it and we need a little bit of help with this one, can you subscribe, say put the thumbs up or share, and obviously just put in the comments Falcon estate would be good. And obviously our old video is the one with the Mercury in, and the same with that. That'd be great if you could do that. Lovely, thank you very much.